So you get out of the Army, you try working these jobs, and it doesn't work out. At what
at all.
point does the first female start giving you money?
Okay, I told you when I was at the job, I
Okay.
had girls coming under the fence, turning dates with the guys at the job. I was working the graveyard shift. And I mean, I'm 18 years old, 19 years old. They coming under the fence, turning dates with the guys that work at the job, go back under the fence. And then when we get off at 7 in the morning or something like that, if a guy wants to further it, I take him to my apartment and let him turn the date with the girl. Then. So it was like in me, like I had girls come by my house asking my mother, can they take me shopping? Now, I'm an age. They asking my mother, could they take me shopping with their check and things like that. My mother had to agree with, we want to do this for them and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Okay. So you're working this job, and you got a couple. How many girls are coming through and
I
turning
got a
dates?
couple of girls
Two
coming under
girls.
the fence.
Two girls are coming in, having sex with the guys, and then bringing all the money back to you?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you compensate them at that point?
I just bless them. I make sure they have what they need. You
Okay.
know what I mean? And I break them off, you know what I mean? People know I'm a giving and, generous guy, especially if you step up to the plate. I got to bless you, you know what I mean? So I'm going to make sure you get what you want. If you want your hair, you want your nails, or you want a new outfit or some new shoes, and plus put some in your pocket. And if you got a kid, make sure you bless her. You can make sure the kid get an outfit for going to school or whatever it is. So, you know what I mean? It was always fair exchange, wasn't no robbery. Only time I was always putting tax on a chick is if a chick stayed with me. You know what I mean? If we breaking bread together, it's a different thing. Because as entering the game, before I even started pimping on girls, I had girls that I used to take boosting. Some of them was my girls and some of them wasn't. What I mean boosting is you take them to different shopping malls and let them go in there and steal what they steal, and you get a third of whatever they steal to be able to sell or off the money or whatever it is or whatever they sell to the fence, you get a percentage of that. That was my gang early time, taking chicks to malls, letting them go in there and steal, and then, you know what I mean, dropping them back off.
Okay. So you got a couple girls that are turning tricks for you, but you're not actually living with them at that point, are you?
No.
Okay. So they're not technically your stable, or are they?
They not technically my woman.
Yeah.
Because I don't have complete control over them.
Right.
You know what I mean? We making proposition. You know what I mean? Come on, baby, let's make this happen. I got these guys, blam, blam, blam. You know what I mean? If they gave me 250 or 300, you know what I mean? I might break her off for 50. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? It was just compromising working.
Okay. So explain to me how the pimping started to get more serious and become an actual business as opposed to a side hustle, which is what this sounds like.
Well, what happened is, after I got out of the Army, I run into this lady that I had been pursuing before I left. She was the queen of the town, the most downest lady. She was married, but she was, driving a big old brand new, I think in the time it was a 72 Cadillac, customized, big old gangster white walls, and, so when she seen me, she said, wow, what had happened to you? I thought I had been to the Army and blah, blah, and thing, but we reconnected. And and she was a little bit like maybe 5 years older, my senior, and already in the game, getting money, and I mean, I known, international already. So we reconnected, and she chose me to be her man. It wasn't just that easy, because like I said, she had a husband, and he didn't want it to happen, and we had our little ups and downs together, like, it ain't for you no more, and this what's gonna happen, man, and you know what I mean, and man, we started hitting the road, started getting money. She was not a prostitute, she was a thief. So we started hitting the road, we just getting money all across the country, we just going everywhere, just getting money and everything. So she was on one of them occasions, that really solidified my game. And I felt good about it, and she felt good about it. We was on the road out of town, and she had got busted in one of these towns. And I ain't gonna just name the town because they might be still looking for her. You know what I mean? But they had busted her for some thievery work. You know what I mean? And she escaped. She jumped out the window, but she came home to the hotel room with handcuffs on. Now I'm a young buck. My first time on the road, I'm really nervous like this. You know what I mean? But amazing as it is, you know, as you watch TV, you really see how they really put bobby pins in the handcuffs and popped it. I mean, really, I took a big bobby pin and stuck it inside the handcuff and pop. Man, if I didn't think it was magic or she thought it was magic, but it sort of solidified my game with her and with me too. It let me know, wow, we left that state and went to another state. But that's what took place. And so after me and her have been together for years, caught a big case in Miami, and she got 10 years. And I had a conspiracy on that case, and it was threw out. So now she gone to do 10 years. I'm the #1 pimp in the gang. All the players saying, oh, he ain't no pimp, he had a thief. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Now they saying, oh, he ain't this, he ain't that. Now it's time to prove myself.
Okay.
So now the first thing that happened is a chick came to me. She was another pimp's bottom girl. And what I mean bottom girl, she's the one that make things happen. She said, look, I've been in the gang for a year. I got in the gang to learn it so I could come be with you. She became my woman. Now, all the time now, we still got controversy with the guy that she was with. We on the set from the fight, and he trying to snatch her off the stroll. He didn't pull another pimp and gave him a gun. He didn't pull the gun on me. All of these things happen, but the chick mine, boom, here come another player, top chick, come to me. Now I'm getting top chick players, #1 girl now. This is how the gang going. It's solidifying my pimp game. I had been the #1 pimp in the country for 13 years. It's from 1972 to 85. Now, he had come, all of these girls, I mean, the guys, top girls, and they stayed with me something like, man, 10 and 15 years.
Okay.
This was the real deal, man. I was these girls everything. And the only reason that time expired is because God came into my life in 85 and changed my life, and I had to give it all up. The girls didn't want it. They asked me why, Daddy. I said, I didn't know, but God don't want me to do this no more. I mean, I was still active at it. The girls still wanted to do that. I mean, I can do that today if that's what I choose to do, but the desire is not there. And God wanted to say, man, how the desire is not there? You don't want to pimp if a girl wanted to. I'm amazed because I used to say when I was younger, pimp or die. And I thought I was going to pimp till I die. I never thought that I would reject it and didn't want to do it no more. Plus, I know I'm a little older and I ain't got time to be running to no police station and doing all that. Anyway, my sister used to be a big help at that.